epicenter and the heart of the resistance. You're listening to Alex Jones. 35 days until the most historic election in world history. Referendum on nationalism versus globalism, human freedom in the Renaissance versus global technocracy in the new dark age. You know, I rarely drop the ball big time, but I have really, really dropped the ball in a gigantic way. And I began to realize this over the weekend, so I did a lot of research. And by then, a lot of other people had done research. And now, we have all the documents, we have all the admissions, it's hiding in complete plain view. And I'll talk about how I dropped the ball and how important this ball dropping is. We pick it back up right now. The ball's been fumbled, but the other side hadn't got it yet. And we get this information out. No wonder they don't want InfoWars on any social media or able to share information virally, they think, during this period, because they're going to make a bunch of dirty moves the next 35 days. You've already seen it. But the information we're going to cover when we come back is absolutely so stunning that I just cannot even believe it. And thank God Michael Savage began to point this out last Friday, because I'd seen it. But for some reason, I mainly focused on Ford's leftist background, donating 10 times to Hillary, 60 times to other leftists. How her story didn't add up. How there's due process. How you're innocent until proven guilty, you know, stuff that goes back to the Magna Carta. But then, I began to look at her CIA connections, and it's not connections. It's like saying a cow out in the field has connections to cows. Or Hitler had connections to the Nazis, or Apple's logo looks like an apple. It's unbelievable. And it's not just CIA. She co-authors top studies and is one of the head engineers in a giant mind control program that they admit is mind control at Stanford. And then her father, grandfather, brother, brother-in-law all work in the same group of CIA offices that produced the fake Russiagate dossier. I mean, and then she's got the deep state lawyer of Andy McCabe sitting next to her. This is unbelievable that they would try something like this. By the way, her specialty is implanting false memories. Oh, you're going to read the study with her name on it. God help us. You know, is everybody accusing Kavanaugh or psychology professors? Another professor that went to Yale saw him drunk once, he claims. I mean, it is unbelievable. And these people are using psychological warfare against us, against our families, against everything. And they are the problem in this country. They are the would-be ruling class. They don't believe one lick of their liberal garbage. It's all meant to sabotage this nation. Unbelievable. We're going to break it all down on the other side. It is incredible. No matter how you're listening or watching, tell folks tune in now. We get this out, it is going to derail their operations big time. Stay with us.
Whether you're looking to boost the benefits of our fish oil formula or just want an alternative, InfoWars Life has the formula for you. Ultimate Krill Oil is a powerhouse formula that takes advantages of the EPA, DHA, and omega-3s found in our high-quality, ultra-pure krill oil concentrate. Containing powerful antioxidants such as astaxanthin and omega-3s, Ultimate Krill Oil can help you experience the benefits of fish oil with less required DHA and EPA. This incredible formula can help your body in many ways, including supporting heart health, joint health, and cognitive health, aiding and regulating fat metabolism, helping to maintain cognitive function, and more. And while other krill oil formulas may chemically modify their formulas, we're giving you the benefits of a simple formula that contains unmodified, high-quality krill oil concentrate, paired with our Ultimate Fish Oil or used separately. It's time to see what krill oil can do for you with Ultimate Krill Oil, now available at InfoWarsStore.com.
Waging war on corruption. It's Alex Jones coming to you live from the front lines of the InfoWar.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, the 2nd day of October, 2018. I'm your host, Alex Jones. We are 35 days out from the midterms that are obviously much bigger than just the midterms. I'm going to dive straight into the Brett Kavanaugh fiasco. And I'm not going to get into the latest Georgetown professors saying that they want to kill Kavanaugh or attack Kavanaugh and have his testicles cut off. I'm going to get to that later. And the fact that, of course, Georgetown will probably give this professor a medal. Or the fact that they're actually putting on the news anonymous letters sent to Congress saying Brett Kavanaugh and another man raped a woman in a car. Well, hell, on the show Homeland, a character they admit is supposedly Alex Jones is a racist and tries to bomb the White House. People run into me on the street and they think I'm the Homeland character. They actually are mad at me for the TV show on Showtime. That's the mental illness. That's the mind control. No, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into the end of innocent until proven guilty. I'm not going to get into all of the Hollywood harpies running around foaming at the mouth saying, believe women, all men are pigs, all men are monsters. This is all divide and conquer mind control. Oh, and surprise, surprise. When you research all this and you look deeply into it, hiding in plain view the most incredible information is right there in front of us. And the fact that they would try something like this is the most outrageous crap I have ever seen, period. In fact, it's so stunning, I can't even be on air right now. I'm going to have to go off air. Seriously, I'm not doing this for dramatic purposes. I'm going to have to compose myself to even be able to cover this. And I will need document cam shots when I do it. So, I am going to go off air at this point, and I'm going to come back in the next segment, and I'm going to do my very, very best to be on air. And I'm going to do my very, very best. I'm going to do my very, very best to cover this information here on air. And, you know, you talk about dropping the ball. This has been hiding in plain view the entire time. And the fact that they would try something like this, it just shows how stupid they think we are. So I'm going to start the next segment, and I'm going to get into this information. And then I'm going to get into China's worst nightmare, Impact 2020, the South China Sea drill. I'm going to get into 6-year-old school pupils write gay love letters to learn to accept diversity as the sexualization and brutalization of children accelerates and intensifies. We're going to get into the NAFTA renegotiation and the surging U.S. economy. We're going to look at so many angles. Also, Millie Weaver got footage last night that's going to be going up on Infowars.com. Because that's part of our reporters sending in videos to us, putting it on Infowars.com. I'm going to go make sure that happens. Of a man who lost some of his family to illegal aliens, confronting a bunch of pro-illegal alien demonstrators who are out there protesting Trump. That's extremely powerful footage as well that we're going to be airing here today. And there's a lot more as well. But I want to first get into this report by John Bound. Antifa's new blend-in and attack strategy. Because this is the new public preparation they're making on Facebook and Twitter with large organizations run by major professors organizing the next phase, especially if they don't win the election, of going out and engaging in massive attacks like we saw on the congressional baseball team, resulting in Congressman Scalise almost dying, the attacks you've seen on Rand Paul and many others. That's their plan. So here's the latest report up on Infowars.com so you can share it. Antifa's new blend-in and attack strategy.
Alex Jones on Twitter posted this week what essentially is a video calling for people to get their battle rifles ready against the media, saying it's time to act, it's got to be done now, move criminally against people. Sent a chill up my spine. How about yours?
It did. I mean, there's a number of actions that we believe help a call to incitement to violence, and those are the things that we need to make sure that we're taking action on.
California's omniscient social media royalty would protect us all from questioning the narrative. But when it comes to fueling the violence of the left, all bets are off. Hey, quick little question for military-minded lefties. Should leftists train, organize in an insurgent focus where they blend into a civilian population for potential attacks, or a more militia structure focused on holding, maintaining turf? He then suggests using concealable weapons as Antifa blends into the general populace in order to do more covert damage. From the Guillotine podcast, which has 250 Patreon supporters and 15,000 Facebook followers, Dr. Bones openly calls for leftist terrorism to be waged against an innocent American citizenry simply exercising their rights, with the hopes of, as one responded to the Dr. Bones Twitter account, regarded as a big kill.
Mike Adams warns conservative senators, Supreme Court justices, unhinged left planning kill team home invasions to execute you and your family. That's his headline. I'd make it even better. Mike Adams isn't warning you. Mainstream leftist Democrat websites that Twitter allows to operate are openly planning. Democrats publicly plan kill teams to kill Republican and conservative leaders. I mean, that's your real headline. I'm with Mike's headline. It's great. I'm glad he wrote the article. I'm just saying, it's not him saying it. It's not him warning. They're the ones saying they're going to do it. Next of the rich and powerful, destined for the guillotine.
Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary folks, and comrades of all stripes and tendencies, it is time for another edition of the most dangerous podcast from inside the ever-heating oven we call planet Earth, the Guillotine. Yes, remember, folks, it isn't just the Oath Keepers. They are looking to train other groups, such as the Proud Boys and the Patriot Prayer, which they love so much, in military tactics, how to run neighborhood watches, which, at least in Florida, is code for keep black people out of our community with guns, how to run security, how to put down leftists. These people are training to kill you. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, Bones, you're just too much. I don't know how more clear you want it.
The corporate globalist media is deliberately driving Americans into a bloody civil war in a desperate attempt to destabilize the nation, invoke shooting on the streets, and ultimately call for the United Nations peacekeeping troops that will depose President Trump under Strong Cities Initiative, an attempt to disarm the entire U.S. civilian population, formerly for America, the people on 100+ million firearms and have a Second Amendment right to defend their nation against foreign invaders, period.
According to his website, Marxism and Satanism are synonymous with his openly violent rhetoric, calling for the slaughter of innocent Americans. Of course, this appears to be fine and dandy to the self-righteous tech gods in Silicon Valley, who are distracted by their laser focus on banning information that doesn't follow the Mockingbird media narrative. John Bound reporting.
Heart disease is on the rise. Clogged arteries, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol levels may not be fully detected by you, but the symptoms are there. Loss of energy, blood sugar spikes and drops, poor circulation, and irregular heartbeat are just a few of these that can alert you that something is wrong. Hear how Heart and Body Extract is making a difference in thousands of people's lives across America.
My blood pressure has normalized. My diabetes has totally improved.
Everyone is telling me now how much healthier I look, and I'm telling everyone how much healthier I feel. I recommend Heart and Body Extract to everyone.
Anybody over 40 in the North American continent should be using this product as a preventative to keep their cardiovascular system healthy.
Order your 2-month supply today by calling 866-295-5305. That's 866-295-5305. Or order online, hbextract.com. Heart and Body Extract, 866-295-5305 or hbextract.com.
I'm David Hall, founder of Diamond Gusset, where we're proud of our 100% grown and sewn American-made jeans. Whether you're out for dinner, working on the farm, or on the road, Diamond Gusset Jeans offers a full spectrum of styles and sizes for any occasion. To find yours, visit gusset.com. That's GUSSET.com. Our loyal customers enable us to continue sponsoring Liberty Media outlets like the one you're listening to. In Liberty, David Hall, Diamond Gusset Jean Company.
Healthcare reform is confusing, but whether it's finding an affordable insurance plan, keeping your doctor, or being able to afford needed prescriptions, navigating the healthcare system has become a challenge. Control your own healthcare costs and choices with Liberty Health Share. Liberty Health Share is not insurance. It is an association of self-pay patients who unite with like-minded people to share the cost of each other's medical needs. Neighbor helping neighbor. Learn more now by going to libertyoncall.org. That's libertyoncall.org.
Southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers have spent years perfecting their techniques. Based on hundreds of years of traditional techniques and perfect conditions, we've sourced only the best to provide you with our immune support and Wake Up America Patriot Blend coffee. Ancient Mayan knowledge is paired with the natural fertility of the land to generate the world's finest coffee beans, carefully harvested and free of toxic chemicals used in big agricultural productions. Patriot Blend coffees have a smooth, bold flavor with great depth to give you just what you need in the morning. You can even choose to start your morning healthier with the Immune Support Blend, infused with a powerful blend to support your immune response and stamina. It's time to take care of your morning routine. Get a bag of Patriot Blend coffee to support the show while enhancing your morning routine at InfoWarsStore.com.
Alex Jones here with an extremely exciting announcement that will be a gift to yourself and a gift to the InfoWar to fight the globalists and live in a free society. Several years ago, I set out with top formulators in the U.S. to create the strongest, most concentrated, over-the-top stamina, libido, workout, brain formula that is safe. I know from using this myself the last few months and from seeing my friends and family use it that this new product is going to end up being the #1 best-selling product at InfoWarsLife.com because it works so well. This is a gift you want to give yourself, and then rest assured you're funding the InfoWar, so it's a total, absolute, sure-win, no-lose equation. Try Alpha Power, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's non-GMO. It's for your brain. It's for sports. It's for activities, and it's made in the USA. Get your Alpha Power today at InfoWarsLife.com. Everybody needs to try Alpha Power today.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. Defending the Republic from enemies, foreign and domestic. Austin, Texas. Broadcasting worldwide from the Infowars.com studios.
It is Tuesday, October 2nd, 2018. On Friday, they're set to confirm Kavanaugh. The left, as they're known, really the deep state and the private intelligence agencies that have hijacked this country, are going into complete and total terroristic overdrive to destroy due process, destroy basic freedoms that we hold near and dear, like innocent until proven guilty. We have female professors, Hollywood stars everywhere saying, kill Kavanaugh, cut his testicles off, all men are bad, especially white men. This is an attempt to divide and conquer this country. It's in the WikiLeaks, but more importantly, it's in CIA public manuals and others on how to control population. Now, get ready for this. I knew that Dr. Ford's grandfather, father, brother, and brother-in-law all worked high-level CIA. That had come out. That's par for the course with these psychology professors. Then it came out that she ran recruiting programs at Stanford and one other college. She was involved in the recruiting. Then it got even worse. I saw a Media Matters article over the weekend attempting to debunk it, and it went ahead and admitted it all and more and said, and how dare them? Yeah, she was in some programs to help people forget memories or have new false memories. There were several articles. And I went and read the study she wrote, and ladies and gentlemen, turns out she co-authored and headed up major classic MK Ultra style mind control programs. We're talking erasing memories, implanting false memories, programming people openly at Stanford. I'm going to get into the actual program, show TV viewers the actual document. We've posted it on Infowars.com. Mike Adams done an excellent job at naturalnews.com breaking it down. But I read this last night when he sent it to me and got physically ill because I already knew all about this. And that's why when they have these big events, you've got to look and see, are there leftist foundation groups involved? Because most of the time there are. And before I get into this, let me give you just a few things I pulled up during that 4-minute break. I thought, let me give you some background first, like I always do. This is Psychology Today. Psychology Today. Harvard's experiment on the Unabomber, class of 62. Theodore Kaczynski disappeared for 3 years into the MK Ultra secret assassination brainwashing program. You can go read it out of Psychology Today, LA Times, you name it. This all broke back in the 90s. That's Psychology Today. Let me give you another one. Shooter James Holmes and DARPA, Weird Science. Kurt Nimmo wrote about it, and it links to mainstream news articles, Infowars.com. His father is Lieutenant Colonel Robert Holmes, the head of the Space Command, NASA, Army Language School, Defense Language Institute, all of it. Complete and total interface with computers plugged directly into your brain for mind control. I'm going to keep going. Guess who Timothy McVeigh's doctor was until the day he was executed in Terre Haute, Indiana? Yes. Jolyon West. Do you know who Jolyon West was on record? Number 2 scientist in MK Ultra and MK Naomi and other secret NASA programs, but wait, it gets more powerful. He headed up an even more secret program, the name was never discovered, in Canada with over 10,000 kidnapped children. Even the History Channel has shows about it. He worked for Dr. Ewing Cameron, the former head of all mind control operations for the Central Intelligence Agency. And then you've got Dr. Ford, who remembers being raped by Brett Kavanaugh. How in the a giant issue. Now, we're going to get into her papers and her program, and it is the most hardcore public mind control I've ever heard of. I know a lot of it's going on at the University of Texas Psychology Department. I was let in there almost 20 years ago by one of the folks that then moved on to an even more prestigious institution. And I've told you about some of that, but it was mainly how to use flicker rates and manipulate people and make them sexually stimulated or make them nauseated. It was just using television to manipulate you. Some of the areas I was shown, all DARPA funded. Every laboratory had DARPA on the door saying they were the ones funding it. So, I just showed you mainstream news, you name it, admitting all this. If you're a TV viewer, you saw it all on screen. This isn't even hidden. But what's incredible is that I dropped the ball because I was focusing on her working for RU-486 company. I was focusing on her not finishing her residency, which is classic because you go right to work for the CIA. You usually don't. And then I was focusing on her Thatcher residency and the way she changed her story a whole bunch. But then I read the CIA honey trap story that Savage was talking about from Zero Hedge, and it was all linked there with her family high level, tied into Russiagate, tied into everything. And then I saw this last night. I'd already read some of the studies she'd written, but I found these when Mike Adams sent me the article, and I sat there and read it, and I knew what I was looking at because I'd read the declassified stuff in the 70s on MK Ultra, MK Naomi. It was all that with her heading it up in plain view. The co-author of a mind control study to give people false memories or remove memories. That is what they're looking for. That's the Holy Grail. With chemicals, electricity, you name it, and just mainlining it, how great it is. I mean, this is unbelievable. To project of inner voices through sub-audible frequencies. I mean, it's all, this is like the encyclopedia, these programs and papers she wrote of everything I've ever researched and known about in one class. God, who knows what they're doing with all this stuff? And then this is the woman that's up on television that we cannot question, even though her story is completely scrambled and upside down, and she's got interns living at her house and all the rest of it. This is who they brought forward. And now the other women are saying, actually, I never saw Kavanaugh attack anybody. Oh, actually, he didn't attack anybody on a boat. Oh, actually, oh, don't worry, we have new anonymous letters saying he raped a woman in a car. This is unbelievably transparent. Then she's got the deep state swamp top lawyer there, right there. So we're going to look more into this when we come back. I have filed suit against PayPal. We'll let you know about that coming up as well, exclusively here. Mark Rondaz is joining us. So much straight ahead. Whatever you do, share the live links. Tell folks about local stations.
Ever wonder how Bitcoin and Ethereum were created? Vercel Media has helped hundreds of companies and individuals make their own cryptocurrency. Decentralized blockchain solutions are making the world more transparent and giving power back to the people. Vercel Media has helped companies raise tens of millions in the past year alone, structuring and marketing ICOs to the thirsty crypto public worldwide. Don't miss the cryptocurrency revolution. Visit vercelmedia.com, VERCEL media.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of a house being trashed while a gang of thieves ransack the place. And what they don't steal will be destroyed.
This year, resolve not to be the next victim of a break-in. Go to faketv.com and discover a device that creates the illusion someone inside is watching TV, even when you're miles away. Security is a mindset, and Fake TV should be part of your security solution. Be vigilant, but not fearful. faketv.com.
As the years go by, it gets harder and harder to keep up with your body's nutritional needs. With changes in diet, unnatural ingredients, and stress, you may not be able to get all the necessary nutrients, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals needed daily. That's why InfoWars InfoWars Life created the powerful vitamin mineral fusion formula. The new platinum standard of advanced multivitamin formulation, vitamin mineral fusion uses a unique delivery system to maximize the effects and give your body the tools it needs to support your body. Using a proprietary process, we've managed to make this powerhouse formula into a delicious concentrated drink mix that's loaded with high-quality ingredients. Perfect for a hot summer day or relaxing at home, Vitamin Mineral Fusion is loaded with 34 different essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and more. Start supporting your body's needs in a great-tasting, natural, and affordable drink mix with Vitamin Mineral Fusion today. Available at InfoWarsStore.com.
It's really hard to have the energy at the end of the day to still get to the gym or to go for a run or go to the park or heck, even take your dog for a walk. Believe me, I know. I spend hours in front of a screen and then hours in front of bright lights every day. But thanks to Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsStore.com, I still have that energy. There's no way I could have the energy at the end of a long day to fight back against the chemicals in the food and water, to fight back against the modern day lifestyle with the screen time and the extended hours, to still have the stamina and endurance, energy and drive to get to the gym, get to the park, and get exercise that you need for your health. So go to InfoWarsStore.com and get Super Male Vitality before it's gone. This is actually our last run of Super Male Vitality. So I want you to experience Super Male Vitality before it's too late. Unleash the Super Male in you. Super Male Vitality from InfoWarsStore.com.
Words cannot describe how big the stakes are for the future of humanity right now. InfoWars is being openly targeted by the Democratic Party, leftist CIA operatives, the corrupt Justice Department, and the entire Soros crime syndicate. People say, why would you start a fight with them? Because they were already dominating and running America into the ground. And I knew we had no future if we didn't do this. So we've already had incredible success. But if you will simply realize how epic this is and understand how real this fight is and why we've been made the main target, and if you financially support us, and if you spread the word about our articles and videos, Infowars.com, we won't just continue to stand up against these brutal scumbags. We'll win. We have huge sales at InfoWarsStore.com right now, and we're still able to operate the shopping cart and get stuff shipped out to you, despite the fact they're trying to block our commerce and your right to the market. But if you don't stand up and support us financially, Soros and the globalists may win. This is InfoWars Darkest Hour. We need your support. I'm counting on you.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Tell you what, it's mind control. Mind control. Corruption of your thoughts. Destruction of your soul. Mind control. It's mind control. Corruption of your thoughts. Destruction of your soul.
Welcome back, Alex Jones here live. So, we looked into Dr. Ford, the psychologist, background, and we looked at how she was a big Hillary supporter and gave 10 donations in the last cycle and 60 donations to other Democrats. She's got a lot of money. Now she's an executive with the RU486 abortion pill company worth hundreds of billions of dollars, still not on the market. And we looked at how she was part of a whole man-hating organization and how she's supported by Soros-backed groups and how her whole testimony kept contradicting itself and how whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty and why did they sit on the allegations until right before the vote, on and on and on. Instead of looking at what she did at Stanford and one other university, even currently what she does. And she is in a public mind control operation that implants false memories and removes memories. The story is on Infowars.com with all of the documents, and we have saved and posted much of the actual reports so they can't remove them. Imagine why they want Infowars shut down and curtailed and censored with just 35 days out, because they want to launch stuff like this and get away with it. Do you think I just went on air and said that the Batman shooter in Aurora, Colorado was suspicious? It was on local news that his father was a military officer heading up a giant mind control operation, and that the former head of the Air Force Psychiatry Division left a year before and came to be his private psychiatrist at the college. And that he then said in the jail, it was in the Denver News, that I have been drugged. I am under mind control. I was not the shooter. There was another person there. His father heads up Air Force mind control. His psychiatrist is a woman that formerly headed up the Air Force. It's psychological operations. This is in the newspaper. I have the LA Times and Psychology Today right here, where Theodore Kaczynski, the Unabomber, was in MK Ultra for 3 years. Shooter James Holmes in DARPA Weird Science. Inmate James Holmes told me he was programmed to kill by evil therapists. I'm not saying she did that. I mean, she's just this top Air Force psychiatrist that happened to be his personal psychiatrist and just met with him 4 times a week. Oh, and he was in a brain-machine interface program himself, was being paid $98,000 a year, by the way, by the Defense Department and DARPA. Oh, yeah, the shooter. Because, you know, Daddy was one of the top guys in the program. Well, he's getting $90-something thousand a year. And then he goes and shoots up a movie theater. The shadow Patsy rises again. How mind control is connected to gun control. Infowars.com. It's why they want to shut down the relationship between MKUltra and mass murder. Jamie White, Infowars.com. February this year. Here we are on the 1-year anniversary now of the Vegas situation. Murder under hypnosis, the James Holmes story, takes a familiar turn. And now, we have a doctor whose grandfather, father, brother, and brother-in-law all work high-level CIA in D.C. in the same programs, and some of them work inside Baker Hostetler, that wrote up the original Pissgate dossier, and none of this is suspicious to anybody. And then you read the report. Kavanaugh accuser Christine Blasey Ford ran mass hypnotic inductions. Did you hear that? Mass hypnotic inductions. Putting you into a hypnotic spell. That's her words. Of psychiatric subjects as part of mind control research funded by the foundation linked to computational psychomatics, psychosomatics, neurohijacking. Neurohijacking. Nothing to see here. Nothing going on. Stunning bombshell about the hoax accusations against Brett Kavanaugh. And you hear her say how she remembered it a few years ago and then told the therapist by name, but it's not in the notes. And then the dog was there at the window and she decided to go public. I mean, maybe she's under mind control. My God. Stunning bombshell about the hoax accusations against Brett Kavanaugh. We've now learned and confirmed that Christine Blasey Ford co-authored a science paper that involves her carrying out, quote, hypnotic inductions of psychiatric subjects as part of mind control program that cites methods to create artificial situations. Did you hear that? They put people into trances so deep that they are under total mind control and believe whatever they're told. Internet sleuths are turning up an extraordinary collection of evidence that increasingly points to Christine Blasey Ford being involved in mind control programs at Stanford, writes Mike Adams, which some claim are run by the CIA. It's DARPA funding it. That's above the CIA. We have confirmed that Stanford University, where Ford works, runs a CIA undergraduate internship program, which is described in full at the stanford.edu recruitment page for the CIA. The Stanford recruitment page for the CIA explains you will be given opportunity to work with highly skilled professionals and see firsthand the role the CIA plays in supporting U.S. officials who make our country's foreign policy. And it goes on from there. Breaking. The self-hypnosis and create artificial situations paper that she co-authored. Christine Blasey Ford's confirmed to be co-author of the mind control study. The hypnotic induction system. Spiegel and Spiegel, to evaluate their level of hypnotizing, and we're asked to, and it goes all through it, for the Stanford University School of Medicine to participate in it with the hypnotic inductions of the students. The The Mental Insight Foundation also funded a study on interception and neuroimaging to control the mind through biological intervention. That means drugs, chemicals, radio waves, you name it. And then guess what's right here? Boom. And it just gets crazier and crazier. Projections of inner voices through subaudible frequencies to plant voices and even emotional moods in the minds of targeted subjects. Gee, wonder who wants that? And it goes on to what's happening in Cuba and China to our forces, being hit with it. But then it gets even crazier. You got to go read this. It gets into the different waves to hit the heart, the amplitude to hit different organs, to attack the stomach, to attack the brain. And it talks about, in this huge paper, vagus nerve stimulation, presentation of information during different phases of visceral rhythms, and assessment. And it goes all through different ways, like I told you, to mind control you. Look at these documents. Changing the world through using these interactions, using these waves, using these outside systems. Combined percent of the body in the world. The outside perception and the inner perception, changing the body through interactions with the body. The psychosomatics of the systems they're using. Additional details about the Mental Insight Foundation. They even call it computational psychosomatics, and they talk about using torture techniques, close quote, to force the neurological maps open, saying the degree of tolerance for being enclosed in a small dark chamber for 10 minutes might provide behavioral evidence verifying tolerance in triggers for the mind control program. And that's what it is when they put you in a coffin. And they do this during death education in the schools. Folks, I can hardly even read this. It's so stunning. This is just some of the papers. This is some of what we're dealing with. And of course, she is literally a mind control doctor in a giant CIA university studied program for false memories, now trying to destroy the Supreme Court nominee. My God, this is beyond 2 + 2 = 4.
Living in Volcano may sound more dramatic than it really is. The real drama can be found here in Leilani Estates. But a lot of us on the Big Island rely on rainwater, and we need to be concerned about ash and acid rain. Volcanic ash may contain heavy metal particles, and acid rain could lower the pH of the water to unhealthy levels. To find out, we employed a series of tests for heavy metals, alkalinity, and pH. What we learned was that there was in fact unhealthy levels of heavy metals and acidity in the rainwater. Next, we tested the water from our Alexa Pure gravity filter. And not only were the heavy metal levels within safe measure, but the pH was also restored to optimal levels. As it turns out, the filter on the Alexa Pure raises the pH of the water. So what we've learned is that volcanic ash and acid rain can contaminate a rainwater supply. But more importantly, a good water filtration system will purify it.
Do you realize that when you spread the links from Infowars.com, when you spread the videos, you are changing the world? It's you that has defeated Hillary and the globalists. It is you, the info warriors across the planet, that stood against the bullying, that stood against the peer pressure, that stood against the threats, that have now changed the world. And that's why you've been on the team, supporting us, praying for us, and spreading the word. You are the info war. And now, because of their intensifying censorship, it's more important than ever that everyone go to Infowars.com/newsletter and sign up via email, so there's no way the censors can get between us with critical videos, articles, breaking news, intel, you name it. And so now I ask you more than ever to share the Infowars.com articles, to share the videos, to tell people about the local stations you're listening to. But the bare minimum you can do is sign up for the free newsletter at Infowars.com/newsletter. We are the Renaissance, and we are winning. We've taken thousands of years years of known research and put it together with our own 4 years of seeking and testing to find the very best systems that God gave us through Mother Nature to detoxify the body. That's why I'm introducing Z-Shield, toxic metal and chemical defense support. It's made in the USA. It's filled with known compounds from nature that are absolutely associated with detoxifying the body, and it supports the InfoWar. It is a classical 360 win. This is the formula that I personally have been taking for over a year, and now we believe we have come as close to perfection when it comes to a detoxifier as you can possibly get. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, and you owe it to the future of this country and the world that patriots stay as healthy and as clean and as focused as you can be, because we need you, the remnant of America, to reignite those brush fires to the next level and to be healthy and as focused as you can be. Thanks to your support and your prayers, together we're changing the world. Now it's time to change our bodies with Z-Shield at InfoWarsLife.com.
We're bringing back one of the biggest fan-favorite formulas we've ever offered with even better ingredients. Ultimate Bone Broth. InfoWars Life is proud to bring you a powerhouse bone broth formula to help push you to your limits. This incredible formula will help you get the most out of your workout with the power of ultra-high-quality bone broth, one of the most popular health drinks on the planet, built with more than 7 different superfoods and crucial compounds. Ultimate Bone Broth will help support your healthy muscles, digestion, tendons, and ligaments, while also supporting your body's fight against free radicals. This incredible chicken bone broth formula contains time-tested ingredients such as turmeric root, chaga mushroom, goji berry powder, bee pollen, and alfalfa herb powder to support your body. It's time to experience what Ultimate Bone Broth can do for you. Get a bottle of the all-new version of a fan-favorite product today at InfoWarsStore.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. Austin, Texas, broadcasting worldwide. It's Alex Jones.
So what are the chances that Ms. Ford, her father, grandfather, brother-in-law, all work high-level CIA, and then a couple of them work in and around the same law firm, Baker and Hostetler, that helped create the original fake Pissgate dossier? Because that was first done by Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio. You now know that. And then she's the one that pops up and then changes her story a whole bunch. And then it turns out she's authoring at Stanford official mind control classes on how to implant false memories or remove memories. I just spent 2 segments showing you that. The article with her papers, with the documents, is on InfoWars.com. Forget CIA, you got 17 agencies. It's the whole psychiatric system. It's the real cult, in my view. And this is just unbelievable. I mean, I thought she had a motive to get up there and do all this because of the RU-486 bill, and she thinks that maybe Kavanaugh would piss in her Cheerios over making all that money. And I looked at how she changed her story a bunch, and I looked at all the other different angles of this, and just how she was made at Hillary and didn't have any witnesses and couldn't remember any of the details except when she actually got there. But now, due process is out the window. Innocent till proven guilty is out the window. Now they're looking at perjury, saying, did he ever pass out drunk? You got professors at Georgetown saying, cut his testicles off, kill him. Georgetown will probably give him an award. The left has gone crazy. You know, a real liberal, a good liberal, is Mark Randazzo, probably the top First Amendment lawyer in the country. He certainly has the most courage. And I've got him on about a brief statement here, and then we'll get into some other issues while we have him. We have filed a action in defense of our rights in California, in San Francisco, dealing with PayPal, because they tell us the last day we can use them is Thursday. And so we filed an injunction. InfoWars files emergency injunction against PayPal in federal court. Silicon Valley, the Democratic Party, and other large corporations working in tandem to drive conservatives to the marketplace in what amounts to a dangerous form of political persecution. That's my words, but Mark wants to be very, let's just say, very limited in what he says, and then let the filing that we posted, not the entire filing, but the basic suit, not all the exhibits, the basic filing, to Infowars.com, world exclusive. So, Mark, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
short and sweet of this, because I don't want to get into too much of it.
Yeah, I mean, given that it's ongoing litigation that we just filed, I don't want to get too detailed, but it is our position that PayPal should not have been able to cut you off like this simply for engaging in your own political speech. That it appears that after 18 years of having a good relationship with you, PayPal was influenced in some way to say that you can no longer participate in their online banking platform. And if you watch the steady progress of this that's going on, it should worry you no matter what your political persuasion. It worries me when I see, it always starts with somebody very easy to dislike, and then it moves down the chain, and, it's now run to you, and who knows where it's going to end. But do we really have to have a political litmus test in order to participate in online communication, in order to participate in banking? That, I think, is scary. And, there may be people who say that this case is wrong. There may be people who say it's right, but I think it's the right thing to do to make a stand. And, that's what we're doing.
Well, people always worry, even if they're not Christian, about a world government, a cashless society, a world social score, because it would be perfect to abuse and control people, and that governments and corporations could always demand more behavior modification for your access to have a job, to live. And so that's where this is going with Silicon Valley. You talk about it in the suit, working in conjunction with other big tech and with big banks to really, they're trying to shut the NRA out of banking. They're trying to shut down Cabela's from banking. Cabela's had to go start its own bank. And I mean, this is getting, but I don't have the money to go start my own bank. So this whole move by whole industries to bar people from the marketplace, it really smacks of, not letting black folks eat at the lunch counters.
I wouldn't go that far, but what I would say is I think your comparison to China's social score is apt. But I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least the Chinese Communist government's decisions based on a social score, they're at least numerical. You know what it is that costs you points and what gives you points, so you can work within the rules. When it comes to the way that these companies have been comporting themselves in Silicon Valley, there's no way to know. They just decide one day, a couple of people are sitting around and say, I think it would be fun if we got rid of Alex Jones. I think it'd be fun if we got rid of, name the next person. And it goes on. And every single one that we let get, every single time they've gotten away with it, they've decided to push a little more closer to the mainstream. And it really frightens me to think of the fact, I'm an old school liberal who used to remember when we used to be afraid of big corporations taking things over. I mean, you remember that Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton and pretty much everybody in the Democratic Party said Citizens United is a terrible decision because it gives corporations way too much power. Well, what happened to that philosophy? I mean, I don't trust corporations. I don't really trust governments either, but at least theoretically, you can vote people out of power. What can you do to a privately owned business? You can't do anything. So we're going to give these four companies the power over what we read, what we see, what we hear, and now when and how we can use money. We're really going to do that? That is just terrifying to me. And, I'm not calling, maybe now it's a great time for conservatives to realize that that liberal fear of unchecked corporate power wasn't so crazy after all. And maybe now is the time to do something about it, because if we don't do something about it now, they're not going to get less powerful. It's not going to be easy tomorrow. It's going to be any easier next month. The best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago. The second best time is today. And I think anybody who's on the sidelines with this, I should hope, is on the corporate board of PayPal. Because other than that, it's your rights that are
I'm not likening black folks not able to eat at counters to the current situation. I'm saying where this leads of whole groups denied access to the market and society, that's where this is leading. That's the whole plan. This is Pavlovian conditioning, Pavlovian control. And then the media demonizes who somebody is. The Silicon Valley acts on that fraud, blocks us out of the marketplace, and then they can, once we're shut down, further demonize us because now we've been silenced. Now we've been bankrupted. They admit that that's their plan, and I'm not talking about PayPal specifically, but this whole movement of because even the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Washington Post said, oh, Jones will be shut down. We'll get all his other payment processors. The admitted goal is to shut me down.
Well, and the unadmitted goal is you're just a mile marker on the way to where they want to go. And that's what's really scary is, I hate to say this, but if I knew that they were only going to target you and only you and never anybody else, and we said that this is a unique situation, it wouldn't scare me as much. But I agree. This happened to person after person after person, and this is about societal control by 4 or 5. And let's not forget, PayPal is buying one of the biggest. Sorry, go ahead. PayPal is buying up one of the biggest global processors right now. They're consolidating the whole market. So what happens when it's only PayPal and maybe 2 other banks, and they say you can't have a bank account? I mean, that's why they're trying to get rid of cash. Well, maybe Jeff Sessions could put down the pork rinds to do his job and tell the antitrust division to start doing some work. That might be a good day, but I don't know what he's too busy doing. He doesn't seem to be busy to me.
Well, regardless, we're raising the alarm with this. When I come back and do 5 more minutes with you just on the subject of Kavanaugh and your whole view on that. Before we go to break, folks, for now, we don't know how this injunction is going to work. You got 2 days left to be able to use PayPal at InfoWarsStore.com. They say they're going to get rid of it Thursday. We'll see how this injunction goes. But this is an attempt to take all our other payment processors and shut us down. And not so much even by PayPal. That's what the Democrats and big media and big tech have said the goal is. So great products at InfoWarsStore.com. Wednesday is the last day to get 40% off on Brain Force Plus, the amazing nootropic, 40% off also on the amazing Pure Vitamin B12, that's Secret 12, and a bunch of other products, 50% off Super Male, Super Female Vitelli. That's the last run of this, even though it's a bestseller. It's become too expensive to produce. InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com, and your funding. Very tip of the spear, so please take action today. We have the new Happy's Mood and Stress formula as well.
You deserve a deep, restful sleep with Knockout by InfoWars Life. Our organic formula is made from high-quality natural ingredients such as valerian root extract, L-tryptophan, lemon balm leaf extract, and melatonin. Knockout packs a powerful punch to get you through the night and achieve proper sleep. Millions of people around the world experience daytime drowsiness, but with the rapid speed of life, we need to be able to keep up the pace. Our natural mixture harnesses the power of 10 known ingredients to let your body relax and get the sleep you need. Wake up refreshed and take on the day. InfoWars Life wants to bring you a sleep support formula that goes above and beyond other leading brands at an affordable price. Get the sleep you deserve and experience the power of Knockout. Head on over to InfoWarsLife.com and say goodbye to fatigue. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
We all know the importance of fish oils. While we are sure to provide them for ourselves, it's just as important to make sure your kids get their EPA and DHA too. Honor Roll is a powerful DHA fish oil formula for your child, built from the ground up to support your child's development. This formula uses wild anchovy fish oil, ultra-purified krill oil, and wild salmon fish oil with vitamins to boost your child's mind and body. With this fish oil formula, you can support your child's optimal heart, joint, cognitive, and brain health while providing DHA, which has been shown to be essential for your child's brain growth spurts. Built on powerful ingredients with 580 milligrams of high DHA omega-3s, this formula is highly refined to eliminate nearly all heavy metals. If you're looking for a formula to help your child grow, look no further. Try Honor Roll from InfoWars Life at InfoWarsStore.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
5 days out. I'm going to open the phones up, cover a ton of news after Mark Randazza leaves us at the end of the segment. Listen, we have to fight back. Everybody knows that if you get a big mega system and the big banks link up and they start denying people the right to commerce simply because of who they claim you are, when you haven't committed a crime or done anything wrong or engaged in fraud, is true persecution. It's Hitler's dream. First thing Hitler did was start curtailing how Jews and others could do business. He took them out of banking, and then the rest is history. And so this is happening. I'm all a free market, sacrosanct, your business, whatever. But when they all work in unison and say, we're going to destroy you, it's serious. So we filed an injunction. I guess you call it a lawsuit. Just one more minute on that, Mark Randazza. It's up on Infowars.com. We might just tell folks basically what this is seeking so that when the media asks me, I can point to this video.
I mean, it's kind of complicated because what we're seeking is PayPal has what's called an arbitration clause. So we have to do this before an arbitrator, but they require 30 days advance notice before you can do that. But PayPal is going to shut you off in 10 days. So you don't have the time to do that, to go get an arbitrator to tell them to stop. So we're asking the court for really limited relief that the court just says to PayPal, hold on, Alex might win this, so you've got to stop your plan to terminate him until you can get this properly before an arbitrator. And then we'll go into the depths of the argument. So really what we're asking for right now is pretty limited. But ultimately, the goal of the case and the arbitration will be to try to turn back this tide of really arbitrary and capricious decisions to try to exclude people from the marketplace of ideas.
And you also get into how their contract basically tries to make you waive all your rights up front. And as huge institutions, that's a dangerous precedent, kind of like what they would do with the company store or the old railroads.
Yeah, well, we are making that argument in our papers that we feel that they're, I ask anybody out there how many times they've read their online terms and conditions for any service that they use. If you have, then you're probably in the 1/10 of 1%. But of course, they're all extremely one-sided, and that's maybe one thing when it's an entertainment website, but when it's something that you actually need in order to participate in commerce, I think it's another story.
Yeah, what if the airlines start saying we're not going to let you fly because you're a political affiliation, or what if? I mean, this is a very, very dangerous precedent. In closing, I want your take on Kavanaugh. And again, we're not a cult. People say, hey, if Randazza agrees or disagrees. I mean, I respect you. What's your view on Kavanaugh?
I previously did my analysis of him just on his First Amendment jurisprudence, and I liked it. I don't really like him on the Fourth Amendment. As far as the accusations go, I think there's enough room to call both of them liars. But what I really was troubled with is his temperament when he was under pressure. I've been before judges who are somewhat tyrannical and not really open to listening to both sides of things. And the way that he performed there on the stand made it that this is not somebody I'd like to see on the court. I think we can do better. But it's not to do with the accusations. It's really to deal with how he's dealt with them. And I think if we've got 9 people in that court and somebody's put on there for life, I don't want somebody who seems like he's going to turn into a caged badger when he's questioned.
But if you're innocent of these outrageous charges, a normal person would get very, very angry.
But I'm not looking for normal people on the Supreme Court. I'm looking for extraordinary people on the Supreme Court. And I was not terribly impressed with that.
Let me ask you this. Do 5 more minutes with us. We're going to go to break for 60 seconds. If you were the Supreme Court nominee and this was happening and it wasn't true, how would you respond? What would your opening statement be? When we're back in 60 seconds. No, your opening statement, Mark. No time to prepare. Mark Randazza's opening statement. He's been accused of all this stuff with no evidence. And what would he say at that point? Infowars.com, newswars.com. Tomorrow's news today.
We all know that the outside toxins in the water is a serious health issue. Infowars is proud to sell incredible filters, but it's almost impossible to keep up with every faucet, shower, and sink in your home. That's why we're bringing you something to provide clean water for your whole house with one system. The ProPure Whole House Water Filtration System is an advanced
control system that the mega banks are setting up with Silicon Valley. I mean, Facebook wants your banking data. They want everything in there so they can have a web ID and then persecute you if you don't play ball with their system. Now, first we heard we need due process for these women, but there is no due process for him. And I know that, this is a job interview, as they're calling it. I just know there's no way to prove 36 years ago, especially if all of our witnesses say that what she said didn't happen. But we moved past that. Now we've got her working for Big Pharma, RU486. That's a reason she doesn't like Kavanaugh, obviously, because she thinks he might restrict that. I see that as a motive. You've got her as a big Hillary supporter. But what about her involved in mind control style programs of false memories, new memories, funded by DARPA and co-authoring major studies at Stanford? That's coming up after Mark Randazza leaves us. This is just insane. You've got her whole family in the CIA, basically. And then you've got this creme de la creme project of DARPA. And then you've got the Unabomber. And you've got the Aurora shooter. And they're all in these same programs. Earlier I showed mainstream news, Psychology Today, LA Times, all of it. People don't know this. They go, oh, Jones claims they're involved in mind control. No, the LA Times does. Okay? So, I'm telling you, why does this continue to pop up? It needs to be looked at. We're going to be talking about it in a moment. But going back to Mark Randazza, Jeff Flake saying the same thing you were saying earlier. We can't have that on the court, sharp and partisan, saying he was getting so angry at people saying he's raping women on boats that isn't true, and raping people in Colorado, it turns out isn't true, and now there's anonymous letters sent to Congress that the news puts out that a woman saw him rape a woman in a car, and another anonymous woman said that she saw him rape the daughter, but that wasn't true, and then that's withdrawn, and all this talk of criminal charges of the people putting these false reports out. I mean, I just think the way they waited to the 11th hour to bring this out, all this to me stinks to high heaven.
Oh, yeah. Look, I think the villain in this is Dianne Feinstein, who had that information and sat on it for the whole summer. There would have been plenty of time to investigate without this. But, at the same time, you got to respect the fact that this is politics, and that was a strategic decision by her. I didn't find her very credible when they were asking her who leaked the information either. So, as far as we have a credibility problem there, I think she's got one. But Mr. Kavanaugh has one as well. I don't understand why, he spent all this time trying to paint himself as having been a, pretty angelic kid back in high school and college. I mean, look, if that had been me, I can't run away from a lot of the things I did in high school and college. I mean, if, you were saying what would happen if I were nominated to the Supreme Court, I mean, I'd probably have to just walk in there in a pirate outfit and say, oh man, you guys don't know the half of it. Let me start laying out some of the crazy stuff I did. And why run away from it? There was a movie a while back where Robin Williams was a comedian running for office. And, they put a microphone in front of his face and he said, yeah, I've smoked pot, I've done cocaine, I've had group sex, what do you got? And that was the end of that. And remember that was, again, that was what people did in their personal lives back then was how we liberals used to say everything ought to be when they were bothering with Gary Hart or bothering with Bill Clinton's past. Now that's all on its head because it's politics time. That bothers me. But when I look at Kavanaugh and I see that he's just been so inconsistent and really trying to paint himself as something he's not, just if it was me and I was in his situation, I'd have come out and said, look, yeah, I was a pretty hard partier in high school and college and law school. I don't think there's any credence to any of these allegations. I would love there to be an FBI investigation. Take all the time you want. Have another investigation. Investigate me and investigate everybody who's making these allegations and bring back what you got, because I'm not afraid of any of it.
Sure, that sounds reasonable, but they're trying to stall the nomination. But I'll give you this. When they say, well, how much beer did you drink? Well, I drank some beer. Did you drink beer? I almost kind of like the fact that it's upsetting him that he's a real person. And Mark, I don't know that a few people that went to college with him or high school said that he was a heavy drinker is proof when they're Democrat professors. Why is it all professors accusing him?
Well, look, that can be any number of reasons. There can be people who know him who want him to be on the court that know he was a hard partier. I really don't know. All I know is that when you ask me a question,
break, you were saying during the break that you thought that Trump's big take control would be just withdrawing and put Barrett in there.
Look, that'd be the power play. Trump just said, look, there's too much of a cloud here. You think that what Dianne Feinstein did was shameful. I think what the Democrats did is shameful. But if I'm going to appoint somebody for a lifetime and you put this cloud over his head, shame on you for doing it. But I'm going to withdraw his name and then put her up.
Well, I'll say this. I want to get the victory, and I think it's been made up of the Democrats, but I get your point. Now the Democrats are talking about trying to impeach him later, talking about Kavanaugh, and like they're going to just keep this going. They have literally crapped the punch bowl. But here's the problem. We let them get away with this. They'll do it again and again. But I agree. They're not going to buy if he puts Barrett up that she raped women. Because they're going to have women come out. They're going to all be MK Ultra professors probably too. And they'll say she was wearing a cat woman outfit. Saw her slit children's throats, drink the blood. And people, I don't think, will buy it if they do that. What do you think?
Look, I think that whoever they put, I think there's enough blame to spread around to everybody for playing politics with the court. Let's face it. There used to be a rule that you had to have 60 senators to approve a nominee, which tended to push us toward a little more moderate of nominees, and you kind of want the court to be moderate. The Democrats got rid of that, and I thought it was a bad idea when they did it, because now all you need is 51, and that's enough. That's a problem.
Well, let me ask you this question, because they have done their own.
Well, to say they're trying to delay until after the midterms, well, of course they are. And what did the Republicans do when Merrick Garland got nominated? They delayed it almost 10 months.
Sure, let me ask you this then.
So,
gut level, do you think Kavanaugh gets confirmed?
Do I think he gets confirmed? No. I think Jeff Flake is the swing vote here. Jeff Flake is the 51st vote. And I think Jeff Flake is somebody who doesn't care about getting reelected. He's already retired one time. He's just there to finish up John McCain's term. And, I think Jeff Flake maybe positions himself as a heck of a choice as maybe a Republican nominee for president if he can assuage some of the left with the decision not to support Kavanaugh. So my money's on Flake turning.
Well, you're right that Flake's leaving, but it's the other guy that just took over from McCain. Let's go ahead, though, since you mentioned here's Feinstein bubbling around. It's all right. Go ahead.
I did not hide Dr. Ford's allegations. I did not leak her story. She asked me to hold it confidential, and I kept it confidential as she asked. She apparently was stalked by the press, felt that what happened, she was forced to come forward, and her greatest fear was realized. She's been harassed, she's had death threats, and she's had to flee her home. In addition, the investigation that the Republican majority is heralding is really nothing that I know about, other than a partisan
bubbling around. Well, listen, Mark, bottom line, we're going to be able to get your response coming up this week, and we're going to see what happens, but I'm glad that we've filed this because it's the right thing to do with PayPal. Thank you so much. Anything else?
You look at Feinstein's testimony there, and I'm not buying that either. I buy it when she says technically I did not leak it.
It's one of her staffers did.
I would be willing to bet a heck of a lot of money that one of her staffers did, or somebody who did it at her direction or her wink and nod.
All right, Mark Randazza, thanks. We'll be back with a ton of news. Your phone calls. Stay with us.
The United States of Empire is a book that claims the United States is the empire of the world. George Washington had warned us against foreign wars. The United States of Empire shows that World Wars I and II left England broken. Its former colony, the U.S., had to save the empire. Was there ever a vote? Who do we fight for? The deep state began with World War I. The United States of Empire by James Dunn. Available at Amazon Books. Hear that? That's the sound of a house being trashed while a gang of thieves ransack the place. And what they don't steal will be destroyed.
This year, resolve not to be the next victim of a break-in. Go to faketv.com and discover a device that creates the illusion someone inside is watching TV, even when you're miles away. Security is a mindset, and Fake TV should be part of your security solution. Be vigilant, but not fearful. faketv.com.
It's a no-brainer. A Big Murky water filter is the one you need, period. You need a water filter that removes chlorine,
fluoride, pharmaceuticals, BPA, and other endocrine disruptors, pesticides, bacteria, viruses, and much more, right? And does it all at only 2 cents per gallon. Get the original and most trusted name in gravity water filtration, Big Berkey. And now GCN listeners receive 5% off ceramic filter systems using code GCN. Call or click 1-877-99-BERKEY or BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY.
I'm David Hall, founder of Diamond Gusset, where we're proud of our 100% grown and sewn American-made jeans. Whether you're out for dinner, working on the farm, or on the road, Diamond Gusset Jeans offers a full spectrum of styles and sizes for any occasion. To find yours, visit gusset.com. That's GUSSET.com. Our loyal customers enable us to continue sponsoring Liberty Media outlets like the one you're listening to. In Liberty, David Hall, Diamond Gusset Jean Company.
Just like our information is game-changing, our products are game-changing. And Survival Shield X2 is the pure iodine. No one else has this from deep earth crystals between 7,000 to 12,000 feet. It's very hard for me to get. It's the good halogen. But instead they hammer you with the bad halogens, fluoride, chlorine, bromine, that literally fog you, fill all your cells, your thyroid, you name it. Biotrue selenium goes with it like a horse and carriage. Selenium is an electrochemical. It's needed as well in all activity in the body, particularly neurons. So these go incredibly well together. We have a combo of those. Just experience it for yourself. Why do you think they fear me so much? Very simple stuff. Filter your water. Yeah, I find myself selling water filters. Best out there for the price. And when I say it's the last run, I think it'll be 6 months a year till we get more. I hope we get more. This is the last run, it looks like. Survival Shield X2 at InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLive.com or 888-253-3139.
Fueling your body is hard work. That's why we've introduced the InfoWars Life Daily Digestive Pack to fuel it right. Combine Flora Life Everyday Maintenance and Carnivore to help you fuel your gut and body and take advantage of the powerful nutrients you receive. There's no better way to power your body. Flora Life is a powerful probiotic supplement with 20 of the most potent clinically studied probiotic strains. When paired with Carnivore, our incredible enzyme formula that helps you break down nutrients, these formulas fuel your gut and your body to help you fight toxins and stay fueled all day. These incredible formulas can help keep your body in tip-top shape in the fight against stress, age, and outside toxins. There's no better time to try Flora Life and Carnivore to see how well they can support your body. Don't miss out on the chance to fuel your body and support recovery. Try the InfoWars Life Daily Digestive Pack today.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. Studios, it's Alex Jones. Robinson says, I'm not a victim, I'm a target. Well, I'm not a victim,
I'm a target. Now, that said, I personally would like to win this myself. I'll do whatever it takes to win the big fight against the globalists, even if it means they kill me. Doesn't mean I want to die. Doesn't mean I'm looking for death. Doesn't mean I'm suicidal. The opposite. People ask me in interviews, they say, how far will you go? You've been persecuted. You've been attacked. You've been sued. You've been demonized. And I say, I'm going to go all the way to death if I have to. I'm ready to die. Doesn't mean I want to die. It means I'm ready to. Being ready to fight doesn't mean I'm looking to fight. But somebody starts a fight with me, I'm going to fight back. Doesn't mean I want to get in the fight. I'm ready to die. I don't want to die. If I need to, I'm ready. And you know, at kind of a sick level, I fight these people so hard, and I have so much passion to do it, that I'll never give up, and I work harder even as I get older, and it really means a lot to me to stop these people because I know how bad they are, and they've done so many things to me that every victory we have is that much more important. It's beyond savoring. It's beyond vitriol. It's beyond exultation. It's beyond triumph. It's just doing the right thing. It's like being thrown off a boat in the middle of the ocean and swimming 10 miles back to shore. Every muscle's burning and you're about to pass out. You're drinking, seawater, gulping it in on accident. You're about to pass out, but somehow you make it onto that beach. And even though you feel like you're dead, you're in heaven. And it's that same thing. I've already made it to the beach in the allegory, but my family and billions of people are not there yet. And so I've got to go back out into the ocean. And I've got to go through that pain and all of that again because I don't want to be on this island alone. And that's really how it feels. We got a lot of big breaking news. I'm going to give the phone number out, take a lot of calls today, obviously on Kavanaugh, on us filing lawsuit against PayPal to defend our rights and your rights and to just start the conversation about what's going on, even though it is an uphill battle, and so much more. And we have an incredible Millie Weaver video that was been posted to Infowars.com. It is the raw video where we've had it bleeped, and for TV, when you're on broadcast TV, you can't even show people flipping off, so we have to do a bunch of put Make America Great Again over his shirt saying F Trump and over him flipping everybody off. So we have that family version coming up. And these folks admit that they're here illegally. And then there's a man there who lost his daughter, and he gets in their face because there's this arrogance. It's like the lady that confronted Flake and said, how dare you? He's raping women. You're going to let me get raped. Women are being raped. She's from Colombia. She's a lesbian. She's got 2 kids. I guess she adopted. Fine. And she's just screaming how America sucks when in Colombia they kill hundreds and hundreds of gays a year, which is a bad thing. But America is this super open, inclusive country. And then now you've got the LGBTP, pedophile at the end of it, because more and more that's part of it. 6-year-old pupils write gay love letters to learn to accept diversity. We're going to play the video of that coming up. So you put your children in school and they tell 6-year-olds, little boys write love letters to boys, girls write to girls. This is people sexualizing your children. This is Tavistock Institute breakdown of civilization. This is brutal. So that's coming up as well next segment. But first, we got a big blitz. Next segment, then your calls start. At least 2 packages sent to the Pentagon suspect to contain ricin, the deadly neurotoxin poison, officials say. At least 2 packages sent to the Pentagon are suspected of containing ricin, a Pentagon spokesman confirmed to Fox News today. The packages never made them into the Pentagon, but were flagged in a mail delivery building next door, the spokesman said. The FBI has led the investigation, officials told Fox News. On Monday, the Pentagon Force Protection Agency detected a suspicious substance during mail screening at the Pentagon's remote screening facility. Colonel Robert Manning said in a statement the envelopes were taken by the FBI this morning for further analysis. All USPS mail received at the Pentagon mail screening facility yesterday is currently under quarantine and posed no threat to the Pentagon personnel. Wonder who it was getting mailed to. Ricin is a poison that can take several different forms, but its purified powder can be deadly. It's It's also one of the easiest poisons manufactured. In June, a Wisconsin mom was accused of spreading ISIS propaganda online, putting directing one person how to make rice and how to deploy it in a government facility or water reservoir. The same month, an Islamic extremist ricin attack planned for Germany was foiled. And remember, we should get McAfee back on. He found out that the Belizean government was giving Hezbollah passports into the U.S. and that they were producing ricin there. And I didn't think he was lying, but 2 years after he said it here, it came out in the news that it was going on. I was blown away. So I would say Islamic, it will be the main culprit or some leftist false flag. We're not sure. We will follow that as it unfolds, obviously, here. We're going to go to break. You can still use PayPal. And I guess my lawyer's saying, no, keep it up there. Don't stop using it. We're filing an injunction. That's the whole point of it. So as long as PayPal works, it comes through, we'll process it and ship you your order at InfoWarsStore.com. You don't have to use PayPal if you don't want. We have other payment systems at InfoWarsStore.com as well. But obviously, we're the tip of the spear. We're having a big effect. We're covering the real issues. We're relaunching Americana. The country's coming back from the dead. And the globalists want us shut down. So your financial support isn't just appreciated, it's essential. It's absolutely a must, and we've got great products you need. Let me tell you, this has been a year in development. Happy's Mood and Stress takes the known concentrated organic herbs for mood and smooth energy and so much more. And every formula is different for different people, so try it, see how you like it. But I think folks are going to love it. It's 50% off out of the gates because I want you to try it and see how amazing it is. It's something that I definitely like to take in the evening to smooth things out. We'll be back.
I'm David Hall, founder of Diamond Gusset, where we're proud of our 100% grown and sewn American-made jeans. Whether you're out for dinner, working on the farm, or on the road, Diamond Gusset Jeans offers a full spectrum of styles and sizes for any occasion. To find yours, visit Gusset.com. That's GUSSET.com. Our loyal customers enable us to continue sponsoring Liberty Media outlets like the one you're listening to. In Liberty, David Hall, Diamond Gusset Jean Company.
Most of you know that heart disease is the #1 silent killer in the U.S. What if I told you for just $54.95 a month you could fight against heart disease naturally at Heart and Body Extract? We've been helping thousands of people get back to a healthier heart. Don't just take my word for it. Check out all of the success stories at hbextract.com, or to order, call 866-295-5305. That's 866-295-5305. hbextract.com. Don't risk it when you can take charge of it.
We're bringing back one of the biggest fan-favorite formulas we've ever offered with even better ingredients. Ultimate Bone Broth. InfoWars Life is proud to bring you a powerhouse bone broth formula to help push you to your limits. This incredible formula will help you get the most out of your workout with the power of ultra-high-quality bone broth, one of the most popular health foods on the planet. Built with more than 7 different superfoods and crucial compounds, Ultimate Bone Broth will help support your healthy muscles, digestion, tendons, and ligaments, while also supporting your body's fight against free radicals. This incredible chicken bone broth formula contains time-tested ingredients such as turmeric root, chaga mushroom, goji berry powder, pea pollen, and alfalfa herb powder to support your body. It's time to experience what Ultimate Bone Broth can do for you. Get a bottle of the all-new version of a fan-favorite product today at InfoWarsStore.com.
InfoWars Life and InfoWarsLife.com is extremely excited to announce our latest release, Winter Sun, a revolutionary type of vitamin D3. Winter Sun is a premium quality vitamin D3 nutritional supplement. It is produced by extracting oil from healthy, nutrient-dense plants known as lichens. Every batch is analyzed for purity and D3 content. It's completely free of toxins and allergens. Simply put, if you want the best at an extremely low price, this is it. Winter Sun is the result of our pursuit of the best source of vitamin D3. The research and development took over 2 years, but the result, as verified by independent laboratories, is the best vegan vitamin D3 product in the world. Read the facts at InfoWarsLife.com about Winter Sun Vitamin D3. Not only does vitamin D3 promote a healthy mood, but vitamin D supports our memory and brain function, something the globalists are targeting. Visit InfoWars.com today or call 888-253-3139.
It's really hard to have the energy at the end of the day to still get to the gym or to go for a run or go to the park or heck, even take your dog for a walk. Believe me, I know. I spend hours in front of a screen and then hours in front of bright lights every day. But thanks to Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsStore.com, I still have that energy. There's no way I could have the energy at the end of a long day to fight back against the chemicals in the food and water, to fight back against the modern day lifestyle with the screen time and the extended hours, to still have the stamina and endurance, energy and drive to get to the gym, get to the park, and get exercise that you need for your health. So go to InfoWarsStore.com and get Super Male Vitality before it's gone. This is actually our last run of Super Male Vitality. So I want you to experience Super Male Vitality before it's too late. Unleash the Super Male in you. Super Male Vitality from InfoWarsStore.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Out from this incredibly historic election, and things are heating up. You've got Christine Blasey Ford, her entire family being high-level CIA, her co-authoring top papers at Stanford in DARPA CIA-funded projects on implanting false memories and mind control under a larger directive for human experimentation and torture. It's unbelievable. So, we're going to be looking more at that. This is incredible. The full article. Christine Blasey Ford ran mass hypnotic inductions to implant false memories on psychiatric participants. I'll cover this more at the bottom of the next hour after we take calls, but I went over the LA Times, Psychology Today. Did you know Theodore Kaczynski, the Unabomber, was in the MK Ultra mind control program? Oh, did you know that the Aurora shooter was? That was in the mainstream news. His psychiatrist was the former head of Air Force psychiatric operations. His father, a colonel, also in the Air Force assigned to NASA and Space Command, is a top expert on machine-controlled systems in human minds. And, of course, the son was paid $90,000+ a year to work directly in a mind control program, and he said he was under mind control after he carried out the shooting, and that was in the Denver Post. But when you go to the Southern Poverty Law Center or Media Matters, they just say, Jones claims that's mind control. I don't claim jack diddly squat. I don't know what's going on. I just know Tim McVeigh was in a mind control program. That came out in the news. James Holmes was, Theodore Kaczynski was, and now this lady heads up major projects on implanting false memories. Good God. We've got the psychiatric system's got 30% of people on psychotropic drugs, and now they want to put all the kids on them. Now they want to put lithium in the water. We've got mad scientists running the country. I told you she looks like a lunatic to me. Oh, but people say, oh, don't question a victim because she says she's a victim. She's a victim. Well, there's an article up on Infowars.com right now that I'm going to get to here in just a few minutes. Where you got this Georgetown professor saying she wants to kill Kavanaugh, wants to chop his testicles off. Of course, she'll probably get an award. That same university suing me. A bunch of made-up garbage. White GOP senators deserve a miserable death. He deserves to have his testicles chopped off. That's the type of stuff we're dealing with as a culture and as a society. But first, I want to get to this report that everybody should send out. It's on Infowars.com and Newswars.com. And the version you're going to see here is edited and cut down with the cussing all cut out of it and flipping the bird and the F this, F that, deleted. But the full unedited is on Infowars.com. Right now, man confronts illegals over loss of his daughter. Epic debate at Tennessee Trump rally. While interviewing protesters at a recent Trump rally in Johnson City, Tennessee, a man confronts a woman advocating legal immigration over the wrongful death of his daughter, a repeat offending illegal alien. This heated exchange captures the heart of the issue, and one of the people says, "I'm illegal." Well, the whole point is we're seeing incredible arrogance here. And Mexico and everybody else controls their borders. Why can't we? There's such incredible entitlement. Let's go ahead and go to Millie Weaver's report.
I'll answer. I don't like the fact that he is putting kids in cage. That's inhumane, if you ask me. It's not right. I don't like the fact that he's separating families. I don't think you would have liked to be separated whenever you were younger. You know what I'm saying? And I have a strong bond with my mom. I would have never pictured myself being separated by my mom. I would have never. I know the feeling that the kids have, and it's sad. Every time I watch the news, there's even more kids being caged up. That's not right. Dogs are caged up, not humans.
So are you talking about the issue of people being deported that are here illegally?
No, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he shouldn't cage up kids who have families who support them and love them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's right for him to be separating children at such a young age. You know.
So are you talking about the issue where you had all the Times and a bunch of these articles talking about how kids were being separated from their family at the border?
Right. Yeah, I think that's really inhumane. I don't think it's right.
Did you hear about how the little girl who was pictured on Time magazine crying, that her parents came out and said that was fake because they were with her the whole time and she was just kind of having a little temper tantrum, and they took that picture and they lied and said that she was a child that was being taken from her family when she never was? Did you hear about that?
All right, that's one, right? That's one. That's one person who lied. That's one person who lied. That's not all of them. That's not all of them. That's not all of them. You can get out of here. You can get out of here. You can get out of here. Get in my face.
I'm not in your space. You're in my space. Can I say something? Yeah. You guys don't care? I'm an immigrant. I'm from Argentina. I came here the right way. Have you understand that? Go to jail. Hey, come. Why were you? They're down in America.
Okay.
Look what one of them did to my daughter.
So what happened? Can you tell us about what happened?
Yeah, this is 4th DUI in Jonesboro. And an illegal hit her head on doing over 100 miles an hour and had 3 of his kids in his car. And when my grandson was with my daughter died. I don't ever get to see my daughter again. He left the country. It's sorry sheriff we got let him walk right out of the hospital, right out of the county, and he's gone. He's in Mexico. Our country is so sorry they won't go to Mexico and get nobody, but they allow them to come here.
So you're really upset because you lost your daughter to the illegal immigration issue.
Yeah, on his 4th DUI. He was on probation for his 3rd DUI. How would you feel?
Is this your grandbaby?
This is one of them. Yeah, I got 7 of them.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Well, there ain't nothing that nobody can say to make me feel any better.
More of it is on Infowars.com right now. You notice the illegal aliens are all wearing Mexico soccer jerseys. They're saying F you, F that. Totally entitled, but don't want to be in Mexico. But want to come here and then get upset and get angry and get in everybody's face. It's just crazy. And it's true. It's come out even in Austin, Texas, that they let illegal aliens go for burglary, for arson, for rape, for DUI, hit and run, because they're just told, let them go. They're above the law because the left wants to cater to this to create balkanization. Very, very sad that we've gotten to this point in this country. And you just see the arrogance of the folks flipping everybody off and saying F Trump, F this, and then lying. Oh, a lot of these kids get separated. You have millions of people trying to come across the border every couple of years. Like 1 million a year, really, back and forth. And most of the children are unaccompanied. You're like, got a 12-year-old? Who are you? Where's your ID? Who are you with? Oh, this is my daddy. You don't even know it's their daddy. Most of the time it's not. It's the coyote. You just stick them in general. It was the ACLU 30 years ago got the law changed so you wouldn't stick kids in with random groups you grab off the board. People bringing their kids across all that death, all that desert, they're not the bad ones. No, it's America paying for it all, but they're sure as hell fighting to get here as soon as they can. And then as soon as they get here, the left lines them up into these anti-American folks. I couldn't imagine walking around Mexico wearing USA shirts, then walking up and bitching at Mexicans, you let me have welfare and everything free. They would laugh at me and then kick my butt. Everybody knows it. But we're all seen as schmucks in America, aren't we? I'll give the number out when we come back. We got a lot more. Stay with us. X2. We were selling it for about 3 years, and then they found out how big it was, how much we were buying. And they said, oh, we want more money, and oh, this and that. And so I've broken my contract. And right now we can't get more of this proprietary ingredient that goes in X2. That literally is so pure that if you put it in a beaker dish on top of a 90-degree hot plate, it gases like hydrogen and it's purple gas. I mean, that is so pure, it just goes right into your body when you take it. We're working on trying to get other suppliers right now, but I bought a huge amount of it, ordered it 6 months ago, so I get the price down, and I said, if you don't lower it, I'm done, I'm breaking the contract. Well, I broke the contract last week. And so this is potentially the last run. In fact, right now it is the last run of Survival Shield X2. And we got a good supply of it. It'll be gone in a couple months. X2, if you haven't experienced it, InfoWarsStore.com. If you have experienced it, you know how great it is. I suggest you stock up on it. It's available right now for a limited time. InfoWarsStore.com right now. Words cannot describe how big the stakes are for the future of humanity right now. InfoWars is being openly targeted by the Democratic Party, leftist CIA operatives, the corrupt Justice Department, and the entire Soros crime syndicate. People say, why would you start a fight with them? Because they were already dominating and running America into the ground. And I knew we had no future if we didn't do this. So we've already had incredible success. But if you will simply realize how epic this is, and understand how real this fight is and why we've been made the main target, and if you financially support us, and if you spread the word about our articles and videos, Infowars.com, we won't just continue to stand up against these brutal scumbags. We'll win. We have huge sales at InfoWarsStore.com right now. And we're still able to operate the shopping cart, get stuff shipped out to you, despite the fact they're trying to block our commerce and your right to the market. But if you don't stand up and support us financially, Soros and the globalists may win. This is InfoWars Darkest Hour. We need your support. I'm counting on you.
Whether you're looking to boost the benefits of our fish oil formula or just want an alternative, InfoWars Life has the formula for you. Ultimate Krill Oil is a powerhouse formula that takes advantages of the EPA, DHA, and omega-3s found in our high-quality, ultra-pure krill oil concentrate. Containing powerful antioxidants such as astaxanthin and omega-3s, Ultimate Krill Oil can help you experience the benefits of fish oil with less required DHA and EPA. This incredible formula can help your body in many ways, including supporting heart health, joint health, and cognitive health, aiding and regulating fat metabolism, helping to maintain cognitive function, and more. And while other krill oil formulas may chemically modify their formulas, we're giving you the benefits of a simple formula that contains unmodified, high-quality krill oil concentrate, paired with our Ultimate Fish Oil or used separately. It's time to see what krill oil can do for you with Ultimate Krill Oil, now available at InfoWarsStore.com.
We all know the importance of fish oils. While we are sure to provide them for ourselves, it's just as important to make sure your kids get their EPA and DHA too. Honor Roll is a powerful DHA fish oil formula for your child, built from the ground up to support your child's development. This formula uses wild anchovy fish oil, ultra-purified krill oil, and wild salmon fish oil with vitamins to boost your child's mind and body. With this fish oil formula, you can support your child's optimal heart, joint, cognitive, and brain health while providing DHA, which has been shown to be essential for your child's brain growth spurts. Built on powerful ingredients with 580 milligrams of high DHA omega-3s, this formula is highly refined to eliminate nearly all heavy metals. If you're looking for a formula to help your child grow, look no further. Try Honor Roll from InfoWars Life at InfoWarsStore.com.
listening to The Alex Jones Show. Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., we have the most censored, banned, attacked, lied about broadcast in the world. Because we're really just talking about common sense and giving people the news behind the news, the story behind the story. 35 days out from the election, we're going to open the phones up right now for folks that have called in lately that I didn't get to. You go to the first of the line or first-time callers. Those two different groups. I'd like to hear from you on Kavanaugh, you on these liberal professors calling for people to be murdered and killed, what's happening with the whole NAFTA situation. Some of the media is spinning it that Trump sold us out on NAFTA because he now renegotiated to be a better deal. No, we have to have agreements. What do you think about that? The toll-free number to join us is 877-789-ALEX, 877-789-2539 is the number to join us, 877-789-ALEX. And we can get into any big subject you'd like to cover, from the 2 packages of ricin intercepted being sent to the Pentagon. That's breaking as well. Do you think Kavanaugh is going to get confirmed? You know, I know this. I'll get to some of these clips here in a moment. We have Julie Swetnick now saying that she doesn't remember if Kavanaugh did anything, contradicting her previous statements. And again, I've got stacks of news here where a letter was sent by an anonymous person to the Senate saying they saw Kavanaugh and another man rape a woman in a car. I mean, when you're a public figure, people say unbelievable stuff. I remember on YouTube, when I was getting divorced like 5 years ago, I got asked in depositions, and I got asked in written questions, is this your wife in Louisiana? Because some woman I'd never seen said that I was her wife. I mean, her husband. And when you're confronted with this stuff, I'm like, Kavanaugh, I'm like, what the? No. They're like, are you sure? Because it's a mix of wanting to laugh or a mix of wanting to get angry. Because when you're a public figure, people make stuff up about you particularly. But then what's even worse is I get banned from 90-plus major platforms, from Instagram to Facebook to Twitter to Google to YouTube. And then all Google does is put hundreds of pages of negative lies and crap on top about me, and then doesn't let me respond. It's the cowardice of these big corporations. And then they get on TV and say, we're not censoring, we're not gaming our search engines, we're not doing a damn thing. And then you get their own internal documents, and their own whistleblowers go public and they say they're helping round up their political dissidents. They're putting all the negative search results on top about Trump and his enemies. Stuff is right up there where they can lie about it. And I've been lumped in with Trump because I've supported the president. Because the globalists hate his guts, and he's trying as hard as he can to bring governance back to this country. Does that mean everything he does is perfect? No. But I got to tell you, he's not a dictator, and I'm glad he's not. But he can't get everything done he wants to get done, and I'm surprised by how much he's gotten done 20 months in. And a lot of people that don't appreciate it, I think, have that disease of instant gratification. I think you really, really do. And I'm not complaining in our general audience, but when people accuse me of being in a love fest with Trump, well, you're damn right it's a love fest. Because I've sacrificed a lot for President Trump, just like he sacrificed a lot for me and you. And we're in this together. And they say the pressure of persecution brings people very, very close together, and it does. Because we're all fellow travelers now, to use a communist term, but in a good way. We've been through the fire together. We're going to go through more fire together. And I'll tell you, this crew has been through the fire, and I love them, and I appreciate them, and they put up with me. And just a round of applause for the InfoWars crew. And a round of applause for all of you out there that have stood with us, because we're doing this not because it's easy, but because it's the right thing to do. And I've seen evil out of our enemies, not just from the top kingpins I expected it from, but from their own grass-level minions who'd have a better life if they just stood up for what was right, but because they imagine they've got power through the system, they have taken on the spirit of corruption, the fallen spirit of the establishment, and will now do anything. I've experienced people that I knew for 15 years tell lies that are 100% God is my witness on my children lies. Do you expect something to be true? Like, wow, you made it all up. You didn't find something and spin it? You just made up total lies. That hurts. It hurts me to know how far you've fallen, and that the general public is that evil, and that people bite the hand that feeds them. But I'm telling you, it's the entitlement society where the weak think the strong are there to take care of them. And when we try to take care of the weak, they then try to make us their slaves. The globalists say, hey, control the weak, make them weaker, make them think you're helping them, but really enslave them. And that's the real system you've got from the Democrats. Trump is trying to empower the individual, the family, the worker, the striver. He's trying to reboot and defibrillate our heart. And for that, he's hated by the controllers who gave up on themselves, gave up on humanity a long, long, long time ago. So we'll start the next hour, and I'm going to write your phone calls, Chris and Brendan and Luke and Cynthia and Mike and everybody else at 877-789-ALEX. And I'll get to some of these clips as well of Kavanaugh accuser now changing her story and so much more. But I got to tell you, it makes my head spin that 9 times out of 10, when you've got a big mass shooting or a big Supreme Court debacle or a Unabomber, you'll just say in the newspaper, they were in the CIA mind control program. That's not my opinion. That's Psychology Today. The Aurora shooter, Tim McVeigh, Oklahoma City, the Unabomber. And I don't know what's going on. I just know something's going on. When you might have 1/10 to 1% of people on these mind control programs, and then 90% of the people involved in all this stuff are in the program, something's going on. Riddle me this, Batman. Don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to know something's going on here. And see, these people don't want you looking at it. They don't want you investigating it. They don't want you talking about it. And they don't want this broadcast up here getting into it. And that's why they're trying to shut us down. But I can tell you something right now. You think I want to sue the Pepe the Frog creator when he sued me? I had to sue him even though he tried to settle for nothing. Because they just want to tell me what images I can use when it's fair use. And he said it was fair use. You think I want to sue PayPal? I got to stand up against this mark of the beast system, but I'm doing it. And that's why I need you to fund our operation. Because we're at war. For not just what InfoWars is doing, but for your rights as well. And I am fighting. And I'm swinging for the fences. And I'm not giving up. And I believe in you. So I'm going to go down with this ship, or I'm going to roll through the enemy and win on the other side. Because the fight's where I want to be. And I want to be on the right side of history, the right side of God. But I'll tell you this. It is so powerful when you go to InfoWarsStore.com and you get T-shirts and you wear them in public and you meet like-minded people and you exercise that First Amendment and you get past the fear. When you get the supplements and see how great they work compared to other supplements, you find out we put more high-quality ingredients in the products than anybody else we know of anywhere. Ours are the best. Tomorrow's the last day to get Brain Force Plus 40% off. The Great Nootropic, 40% off. Secret 12, high quality, B12 under the tongue. You'll absorb a lot more of it. That's about to end. You know, I'd said today was the last day to get PayPal, but I talked to the lawyers last night and this morning. They said, no, we're doing an injunction to stop it. Keep it up there. They say Thursday's the last day. And then if they take it down, that's another issue. You won't be able to use PayPal, InfoWarsStore.com. But if your order goes through, we'll get it, and it'll be shipped to you. So still use PayPal at InfoWarsStore.com. I said today was the last day, but things changed because, obviously, we filed suit in San Francisco against PayPal for a lot of reasons. You can read the complaint at InfoWars.com. we're fighting. Other people say, oh, we wish someone would fight the UN or fight Hillary. Well, we put airplanes up all over the country against her and said she was a monster. Hillary for Prison shirts, you wore them, and we had thousands of folks go to her events and point out Bill Clinton's a rapist, and we did it. We got on her radar, and now she's trying to destroy me. So understand, ladies and gentlemen, we're a weapon system of the truth that needs to be maintained. But regardless, I've done service to the country and to you and to myself and everybody else, but I would ask for your hopes and your prayers and your financial support. Because you know what? I'm willing to be destroyed, but darn it, that'll be a big victory for the enemy, and I hope it doesn't happen. So make the decision to go to InfoWarsStore.com today and belly up to the bar and get some of those great products and sign up for AutoShip. Get an additional 10% off at InfoWarsStore.com. Because without you, Soros and that witch Hillary win. With your help, we're unstoppable. The Real Red Pill Plus, ladies and gentlemen. Our team is constantly on the lookout for newer and better ways to improve our products. That's why we're bringing you a brand new version of one of the newest fan favorite products, the Real Red Pill Plus. The Real Red Pill Plus is an all-new version of the powerhouse Pregnenolone product. It features the same great formula that supports your heart, brain, healthy aging process with an all-new natural caffeine boost included. A powerful Pregnenolone base, the Real Red Pill, is going to become one of our fellow InfoWarriors' favorite products. Now, with an extra proprietary energy blend inside, including green tea extract, Yerba-Mate leaf extract, and more, you can get that extra pick-me-up while supporting your mind and body in a healthy way. Got all the great stuff that Real Red Pill has, but it's also got the boost in it. Get the Real Red Pill Plus at InfoWarsStore.com.
The scientists at InfoWars Life.
Well, that's it for the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you, and God bless. Take care.